Alright, hello everyone, Simon here. Let us continue playing Shadowrun Hong Kong. What are we doing? We were just about to look at our computer. We've been talking to a lot of people. Um, oh, I was thinking about this. It's possible that Kindly Chang actually knows where Raymond is and is just not telling us so she can use us. Because remember, Raymond was trying to get into the walled city. And the only way to get into the walled city is through Kindly Chang because the Yellow Lotus controls um the walled city, right? So and remember like at the gate of the walled city, you have to get past the Yellow Lotus guards. The Yellow Lotus guards like he tapped on his earpiece and he said he got permission from Kindly Chang to let you through. So without Kindly Chang's permission, outsiders can't go into the walled city, right? And And Kindly Chang said that Raymond was her client, and Raymond hired the those Shadowrunners to meet us down at Victoria Harbour, the ones that got shot in the head, and now Gobbets and Isobel, they're with us now. So these Shadowrunners were working for Kindly Chang. So Raymond and sent them. So basically, Raymond was Kindly Chang was working like was Raymond hired Kindly Chang, or hired the Shadowrunners through Kindly Chang, because Kindly Chang was the Shadowrunners fixer. And at some point, Raymond disappeared. But who's to say that Kindly Chang doesn't know where he is, or where he disappeared to? Right, you see what I mean? Like they were working together for a while. But how that ended up, we don't know. Alright, let's look at our computer. Check out inbox, we have 6 unread messages. Welcome to Hioi. From Kindly Chang to SCKC, subject, welcome to Hioi, SCKC. On behalf of your friends at the Hioi Chamber of Commerce and the Swift Winds Mahjong Parlor, I welcome you to the community of Hioi and to our new business venture. Okay. I have already lined up 3 jobs for you. The details of each are contained in a separate computer message. Remember to check your messages often as I will update you with new opportunities as they occur, RTC. So maybe we're gonna get more side missions this game. Remember like the first 2 games, there weren't really a whole lot of side missions. I mean there were no side missions in the first game, not really. Um, the second one had more, but you basically just like went through them or one at a time. So it wasn't like it didn't feel very open world. It felt like just like a list of things you go through, and then and then you get to the end of the game, right? Not sure how this game's gonna be. Like I like the idea of like a open world shadow run sort of thing, but I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be like that. 5 unread messages. Mail. Your mission computer. From Isabel to SCKC. Subject. Your mission computer. Hey SCKC, I've set up your mission computer to automatically collect and collate news reports, information and media that might be of interest to you. Some of the keywords I've got it trolling for are things like Raymond, Duncan, Walled City, etc. Raymond, Duncan. Really? Is there only one Raymond and one Duncan in the entire city of Hong Kong? You're not even gonna scan for their full name or maybe like scan for their face. You're gonna scan for Raymond, and it's only it's gonna give you everything about every single Raymond in the world. I've also patched in a permanent link to the Hong Kong shard of the Shadowlands BBS. It's a great place to connect with other runners, sell pay data, get news from the street, and so on. Don't be shy about taking a look, Isabel. Alright, we have the Shadowlands BBS. Mail, resources. From Bao Jianjun to SCKC, subject resources. I have been instructed to inform you of the various suppliers present in Hioi. Auntie Cheng has cultivated a commercial district of well-stocked and trustworthy vendors. Whoever you choose to do business with, you'll be in good hands. This is Strangler Bao, right? Ermine Ka-Fai at Club 88 is an excellent resource for acquiring additional weapons, should you require any. Additional firearms. If you are in need of magical supplies, go to the Parlor of Five Phases. If you desire training in the path of the Adept, seek out Spider Shen. She can help you. Oh, Shen is a she? I thought it was a he. I mean, she's a monk, so she's like the head shaved and everything. Okay, Shen is a she. She can help you as well as supply you with any close quarters weapons that you might desire. Chrome Alley can supply you with cybernetic enhancements and medical supplies. The proprietor, Ten-Armed Ambrose, is a cyber surgeon of some repute. Law's Techno Palace is a Wompuan-run supplier of the local decking community. The place is hard to miss, just look for a sign glowing in the sky. If you need drones, reliable Matthews Robot Bazaar is your best bet, and I pity you. Best of luck in the shadows. As fresh meat, you are likely to need it. Strangler Bao. Alright, thanks, Bao. Mayo, serial killer. From Kindly Cheng to SCKC, subject serial killer. I've got a problem, SCKC, and you're gonna help me solve it. I do a lot of business with the Wompuans. If you're not familiar with the term, I'll forgive you. You're an outsider after all. Wompua... Alright, I'm gonna let them explain. The Wompuans are a tribe of techno-fetishists and deckers who have taken up residence in the Whampoa Garden area of Hong Kong. They make and trade high-tech goods to people from all over the world. Yeah, like Whampoa is a place in Hong Kong. I was thinking, like, what are they? Alright, so they're a bunch of techno-fetishists. A lot of New Yen passes through their pasty little fingers, and I make a lot of money brokering deals between them and the smugglers here in Hioi. I've hit a snag though. The Wompuan elders, their council of leaders, are being eliminated by a serial killer. They've asked me to dispatch someone to get to the bottom of it and stop the killings. They're not taking their goods through my turf until I do. Well, I mean, not taking your goods through my turf doesn't mean your guys don't die. So you're gonna be my proxy, dear. I don't care how you do it, but I need those murders stopped. Alright. The Wompuans have delegate here in Hioi by the name of Maximum Law. Have a delegate here. Speak with him if you wish to know about Wompuan. He's got a big mouth, but he knows very little of importance. Don't expect much from that half-empty bottle of vinegar. I mean, I'm sure he knows his tech. He doesn't know any politics or, you know, business or... I'm sure he knows his computers. You get your ass down to Whampoa Garden and talk to the elders. Lie, cheat, and steal if you have to, so long as they're convinced that there won't be any more murders. I want my cut back, and I want it soon. Take the run. I'm not going to do it right away, right? From Kindly Cheng to SCKC subject regarding serial killer. Good, I'll tell the elders you're coming. They don't like outsiders, and they might shoot at you if I don't warn them that you'll be arriving. Pending jobs, enter gallery. Or enter query. Alright, back to root. Back to your inbox for new messages. Mail forward artifact liberation. From Kindly Cheng to SCKC subject forward artifact liberation. Welcome to the Shadows, SCKC. I've received a request from an archaeologist named Mr. Drake. Mr. Drake. He's interested in liberating certain artifacts from beneath a manor house located in Tai Po. I've attached a copy of the video message that he sent me. Mr. Drake, the screen flickers a few times and the email is replaced with the face of a stern-looking orc. Hello, Madam Cheng. I've heard that you're a woman who knows how to get things done, especially with regards to things that aren't legal in the strictest sense. That's exactly the kind of help I'm looking for. Recently, a rich investor by the name of Liu Hua... Look, so Hong Kong, we speak Cantonese in Hong Kong. But a lot of these transliterations are Mandarin. So Liu Hua is Mandarin. Liu Hua, that would be, in Cantonese, it would be Lao Hua. Lao Hua, which is not spelled that way. So this is like a, anyway, it's just like a strange mix of Mandarin and English. Like when you translate Chinese into English, usually you use the Mandarin transliterations. But then we're in Hong Kong, so Hong Kong speaks Cantonese. Anyway, Liu Hua decided to expand his manor house on the outskirts of Taipo. Again, Taipo. In Cantonese, it's Dai Bo, so it's more like Dai Bo instead of Taipo. Too much money, not enough space for fancy parties. He hit a snag with local government officials, however. They suspected the land his estate was built on may have pre-modern archaeological artifacts buried beneath it, all of them dating from the Song dynasty. Consequently, I was contracted as an archaeologist to oversee the excavations and ensure everything was properly recorded and catalogued. Alright. Sure enough, we were only a few days into the excavation when we discovered a series of tombs lying beneath the site. The scope of the tombs was far beyond anything Liu or I had expected, several acres of catacombs at least, and untouched relics throughout. What's more, they're certainly older than the Song dynasty, and they may even be from the previous cycle of magic. What? The Song dynasty, by the way, is only a few hundred years old. The previous cycle of magic is over 6,000 years ago, I think. Before I could, or is it over 8,000? It's a lot. The cycles of magic are like before the entire human history. Before I could make my report to the Free Enterprise Zone authorities, however, Liu called in his allies in Tantian Incorporated. Liu sold the entire site to Tantian, who then leased it back to him, because Tantian is considered to have extraterritoriality in Hong Kong. Local authorities were powerless to stop Liu from looting the tombs. He immediately began building a museum, if you can call it that, atop the site. He had the goal to call his museum the Emperor's Tomb, can you believe that? The odds of there being an actual emperor buried here are basically nil, but he doesn't care. Anything to sell a few tickets. That sounds... You're gonna make money by building a museum? No, dude, you're supposed to smuggle the artifacts to somewhere else in the world and sell them to private collectors. You don't... If you're gonna loot an ancient tomb, you don't make money by selling tickets. You make money by selling them to private collectors. Liu has continued his excavations using Tantian contractors to expand the dig. What he didn't know is that I bugged his comlink before he fired me. Based on what I've heard, something strange is going on in the lower levels. Workers have been disappearing, only to be found dead several days later. Whatever is down there is too dangerous to be left in Liu's hands. Oh good. Oh good, they've awakened something down in the ground. Something from the previous cycle of magic. Liu must have found my data line tab though. I stopped receiving any information 3 days ago. Or maybe he's just dead. The last thing I heard him talking about were a pair of ancient texts that workers had discovered. Then he issued an order that further excavation should be halted until he can secure the subterranean areas. I'm betting those texts are the cause of whatever's killing the workers. Texts don't kill workers, Mr. Drake. I think there's something else down there, Mr. Drake. I have quite a bit of experience with these kinds of dangerous excavations, but an operation of this scale is beyond me. I need a team that's tough enough to get in and survive, unafraid of making a mess, and who can get out with the books and whatever else they can carry. It's true. This sounds like a disaster waiting to happen. Beyond the 2 texts, I'm willing to pay very well for whatever other artifacts your teams can liberate. The more valuable, the better. Don't worry, they'll be going to actual museums, not some rich playboy's mansion. Alright. I've got a second program in place that will suppress Liu's security system. The teams will have to be careful though, there are only so many alarms I can suppress. Go beyond that number and I'll scrub the mission. I've included a catalog of likely items to help the team appraise the most valuable ones. They don't need to be subtle, in fact. I prefer they make it look like a common robbery. Tell them to smash and grab what they can. Let me know when you find a suitable group of Shadowrunners. Ooh. There you have it, a nice simple robbery. Simple robbery! They awoke something from the previous cycle of magic down there. There's nothing simple about it. Do you think you can handle something that basic, Adia? I have faith in you. Let me know when you're ready to proceed. I'll contact Mr. Drake when you're on your way. Alright, take the run. From Kindly Chain to SCKC, forward, Artifact Liberation. Excellent. I've attached directions to Liu's estate to this message. Good luck, don't fuck it up. There's a good chance things are gonna get fucked up. Alright, and then so we have 3 jobs. I'm just gonna accept them all and do them one by one, right? From Kindly Chang to SCKC, subject Geomantic Sabotage. Geomancy is big business in the free enterprise zone. Here in Hong Kong, Feng Shui isn't just the act of rearranging your kitchen to make things look pretty. The fortunes of empires rise and fall with the ebb and flow of qi, and sometimes that flow needs a helping hand. Wu Xing. Wu Xing? Wu Xing. That's Wu Xing Incorporated are the preeminent practitioners of large-scale qi manipulation here in the free enterprise zone. They've gone to great lengths to channel qi from all over Hong Kong into their headquarters. An enormous monstrosity that they call the Wuxing Sky Tower. There, it is focused and transformed into good fortune through the building's geometrically attuned architecture and interior decoration. Hold on. They are channeling qi from over Hong Kong into a building, and then is focused into good fortune. Our client believes that it is time for Wuxing's good luck to run out. You are to infiltrate the Sky Tower and disrupt the flow of qi throughout the building, but you are to do so in 2 distinct fashions. First, you must disrupt the feng shui of the offices by subtly altering the environment of that level. They will consist of minor adjustments of desks, spilled water, and other small activities that are unlikely to be noticed. Ordinarily, even subtle disturbances of this nature would be noticed. This is why the client wishes you to make as a much louder demonstration on the rooftop garden. The garden is to be ransacked, utterly destroyed, set fire to things, uproot trees, that kind of thing. Our client has also specified that he would like you to destroy the large Buddhist statue in the garden, smash the thing to bits, and leave them scattered across the rooftop. Oh, that sounds like a bad idea. That sounds like it's gonna bring bad fortune to me. This level of destruction will keep Wuxing's geomancers busy long enough that the more subtle disruptions below will take effect. In addition, it will send the kind of message our client would like Wuxing to hear. I have utmost faith in your ability to cause destruction. The more disruption you can cause on both levels of the Sky Tower, the happier the client will be. Given your own skills with magic, you should have an easy time identifying the most effective way to disrupt the qi of the building. Alright, take the run. From Kindly Cheng to SCKC, subject regarding geometric sabotage. Good. Contact me when you finish the job and I'll send you your cut of the payment. Alright, sweet. Shadowlands PBS. Search PBS for relevant keywords. Group info now anon. Thread missed connections. You rappelling down the side of an unarmed luxury hotel in a ball gown on Monday night. Me admiring the view from the 28th floor urinals during a private soiree for an unnamed corporation that I was infiltrating. Our eyes met briefly before you dropped out of sight. Your long dark hair had come loose from your chignon, framing your beautiful flushed face. I would never forget it. You were carrying a duffel bag, bulging with stolen prototype weaponry. Well, I filched the intel that goes with it. Can we connect? Blackjack. Very funny, Blackjack. I'm sorry the job went sideways. I got trapped and only had one way out. And had the only... wait. I'm sorry the job went sideways. I got trapped and had only one way out. Alright. We were supposed to have each other's bags. Just wait till you hear the way out I had to take. Oh, they were on the job together. We gotta lay low for now, and why are we posting about this on the public message board?